So, the long and waited for part 2 to Shadow Arts, which is sort of developing creatures and adding to the universe a bit more. So, yeah, it's been held off for a little bit just because of lots of different reasons for timing. I'm going into my sort of revision period for A-levels now, so it's a lot tighter on videos. There are also some like more positive reasons why. I kind of wanted to drag it out a bit more till Architecture April, which it currently is actually the 7th, and while I'm talking about this, it is actually the 3rd of April. Obviously, coming with the Architecture April, we have colour once again, which is a big part of what this is going to be. And speaking of colour, I do actually have some sort of water-based markers here, which we're going to be using today. What I'm going to be doing though is mainly using grayscale things. You can see the greys here. I've got like a color chart and a shading thing that I can use to help me a bit that I've made. So here it is. These are the greys that I've chosen. I've reordered them, I've sorted it out, see which ones kind of fit. Some of the greys are a bit more green, a bit white, a bit yellowish. So I tried to remove those ones, but we're going to use them to the best we can. Anyway, yes, so this time around, obviously last time we did a bit of experimenting with everything. And this time we're going to be using something called the negative space, and well, I'm going to call it positive space for the sake of the video. And basically these are the insides and the outsides of shadows. So negative space is what surrounds the shadow, sort of everything around it, and these are just in like normal pictures as well. You'll see blank space, that is called negative space. But for the sake of the video, the shadow I'm going to call positive space, because that's what's actually going to be the object in the image. So we're going to try and optimize both basically. So jumping a little bit ahead, I have actually got some objects which I think will kind of relate to what I'm trying to create. I do kind of have a story for the other things I made last time. If you want to see them fully coloured, you'll see on Instagram. And probably at some point I will go ahead and just do a bit of narrating for those as well. They might even come up in Architecture April as well, just a mini project, because I kind of want to keep the story and the universe flowing, because it's just going to expand a lot over this next year. So yeah, hopefully it goes all well. Anyway, we're going to get started with the shadows, negative and positive space, and see what we come out with, yeah? I've got the basic sort of malleable shape. What I'm going to try and do is go in with a pen or a thick pencil and basically just try to define the actual outline of this thing, just to get a rough idea of what it's going to be shaped as. I might include the inner bits, or I might add different patterns, not quite sure yet. But I'm also hoping to develop some sort of story of this thing as it goes along. I've also split this in half down the middle, just because I want to kind of get this yin and yang effect with it. And I think you'll get a better guess of what this is through that sort of idea. Yeah? Let's go. Somewhere over the rain. No, I don't think we're doing that. But yes, this is the end of the video. We're coming to an end. Hopefully you have enjoyed, everyone that's been watching. If you want to, you can subscribe and leave a like and maybe leave a comment, because it is Architecture April and I'm kind of open to suggestions. I'll only be taking in a few though, because again, I'm revising for my A-levels, so videos will be a bit scarce. There might be some shorts, and if you want to check out my Instagram as well, I'll put my socials up at the end of the screen. And actually, speaking of rainbows, I did actually see a double strip one yesterday, like fully clear. It's the clearest one I've seen in ages, and it was a full bow as well. That's the first like full one I've ever seen, which is really cool. Natural beauty. Again, it's on Instagram, my TikTok, which I'll also put up at the end. And if you hadn't told already, this is Kadat and Krayat, and we'll have more on that soon in maybe a little short that might be coming out in the next couple of minutes. Anyway, this has been Will from Creatures and Characters. Let's see what Architecture April has for us.